Okay, good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical issues there we had to sort out, and we finally got it fixed, and now we're ready to go. So I want to welcome everyone to the 13th meeting of the 20 Town Council for the Town of Bay Roberts. Before we get into the agenda, there's a couple of things, house cleaning items I want to touch on. First of all, we want to wish a 35th anniversary congrats to Councillor Bowring and his wife Marie. I think yesterday they celebrated 35 years together. So we want to say congrats, and here's 35 more. Secondly, just recently, the town carried out the dedication at the community gardens, the memorial storyboard for former resident Ward Goss, who was perhaps one of the best athletes the town and the province has ever produced. So that's been done at the community gardens, and if you have a chance, I encourage everyone to drop by and have a look at it and have a look. It was certainly an amazing job, and I thank Director Delaney and anyone else. I think our communications guy Luke Welsh was involved in it heavily as well. Yes. So we want to thank you guys for the hard work that you put in that. It was a first-class event. So thank you again. So with that said, we'll get into business. So we'll start with the agenda. I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Councillor Pettin, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kearley. All those in favour of the agenda, motion carried. Now we'll get on to the minutes of July 14th, 2026. So I'll ask for a motion to adopt the minutes.
So moved.
Councillor Deering, seconded by Councillor Bedcock. And we'll take a run through these one page at a time. Now there's 16 of them. So page 1, page 2, page 3, new business starts there. Page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, page 11, page 12, page 13, July was a busy month, page 14, page 15, page 16, just popping back to page 15 for a second there, where we dealt with the e-bikes and scooter concerns at the Wilbur Sparks complex. I know that that's becoming a hot button topic in many municipalities and towns, and I think there's direction coming here at some point from the provincial government. I thought I read something and then I saw it that Nova Scotia, I think, now has banned it for kids under 14. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Page 16, I think I already said. All right, if there's no questions, so errors, omissions, all those in favor? Motion carried. Section 4, we have correspondence, and I guess that's just for information purposes only, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You don't need a motion to file or anything, correct?
No.
Okay. Are there any questions on the correspondence? Hearing nothing. We'll move on to committees. Section 5, closed meeting of July 14, 2026. We need a motion to adopt the minutes. Councillor Pettin, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kearley. We'll take a run through them. There's 7 pages, starting with page 1. Hearing nothing, we'll go to page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. All those in favor? Motion carried. Now we'll move to new business. Finance and administration first. Deputy Mayor Kearley, I will hand it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Your Worship. Our first, excuse me, our first item here is for us, or council to approve the accounts payable listing in the total of $151,947. We have to pay our bills, and that's up to including August 11th. And you can take a look below at the different itemized list.
Okay, we have a recommendation that approve the accounts payable in a total of $151,947.80, up to including August 11th. Do we have a motion?
So moved, sir.
Councillor Petcock, seconded by Councillor Pettin. So we'll take a look at these now, starting with page, well, on your screens will be 2 of 7. So page 2. Page 3. Page 4.
Maybe just something to keep in mind, write it down for future. It's like I see the monthly copier fee for the arena. So I guess near around $1,200 a month for the copier up to the arena. We could go buy one of those. I know they sell them in Costco. Those refillable, the printers that take the refillable ink, and probably save a lot of money. You can print a lot of pages with those before you got to fill it, and we're spending, save a lot of money on little simple things like that, right? Every cent that happens, it counts now, especially stuff like power bills and everything going up. We're paying more in other places, so maybe some places we can look into.
Okay.
Future.
We'll ask CEO to make note of that for staff. Page 4, I think is next.
Yeah.
Page 5. Page 6. And finally, page 7.
Your Worship, before you finish, with the photocopying at the arena, I would imagine that it was fairly high the last month or two with all the photocopying for Light the Lamp and all the brochures and stuff for the summer students
Yeah.
program. So it's probably high, certainly in other times.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all those in favor? Motion carried. Let's see. Director Kearley, yours again.
Okay, moving on, be it so resolved that council give an approval to pay invoice 913-12802, and that's dated July 23rd. It's from Stuart McKelvey, and it's file SM014509-00004. That's the amount of $10,291, and the funds are available in account 6019-7000.
Okay, do we have a motion? Do we have a motion, please? Councillor Franny, seconded by Councillor Deering. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing nothing. All those in favor? Motion carried.
Our next item is a recommendation, be it so resolved that council approve the commemorative naming and recognition policy as presented, and that's below, and we've probably beat that one around a little bit previously as well.
Okay, we'll get a motion first, and then we'll open up for discussion. So do I have a motion? Councillor Bedcock.
Yes, sir.
Seconded by Councillor Deering. And we've all had a chance to look it over, so now is your chance to make any suggestions, or you think something needs to be changed, or does something need to be put in there? Hearing nothing. I think seems like everyone's happy the way it is. Any questions?
Good job by staff, by the way. It was something that we needed for sure.
Yeah, I think it's good to have some direction. It seems here recently we've had a lot of things come forward with regards to naming, and at least having some structure for us to deal with that, it's a good thing.
Yep.
Agreed.
It's good to have some parameters and some guidelines that you can use Okay, if there's no other questions, all those in favor? Motion carried. 6.4, work truck. Director
Okay.
Kearley, Director Mayor Kearley, go ahead.
Our next one is, be it so resolved that council approve the purchase of a white Ford Ranger XL from Avalon Ford Bay Roberts for the price of $53,410.50, HST included, and that's from the capital project reallocated funds. And the price comparison quotes are there attached as well.
Okay, thank you. The recommendation is there. Do I have a motion? Councillor Petton, second by Councillor Deering. The quotes are all there. The tender specs were met. So I think it's pretty straightforward. Unless anyone got a question? Hearing nothing. All those in favor? Motion carried.
Your worship, this vehicle arrived today, so hopefully we'll have it in operation by later the week or early next week.
Okay. Last one on the finance administration, construction, waste diversion feasibility study. Are you doing this, Deputy Mayor Kearley, or?
I can do that one. I guess this is for tabling information purposes, and I'll summarize it there. It's just, our CAO would like to inform us that the pre-application for the construction of a waste diversion feasibility study has been accepted, and the town's being advised of the project needs for the Green Municipal Fund and the various eligibility criteria for proceeding for the GMF application stage. It should be noted that the meeting and the eligibility criteria does not guarantee funding. So in addition, the environmental benefits of the project, it considers a combination of factors in evaluating and recommending the projects. So that's a little bit of a brief overview. I've opened it back to our CAO for a little bit more detail there as well.
Okay, we need a motion to table.
So,
Councillor Petton, second by Councillor Franny. All those in favor? Motion carried. Planning and Development, second quarter development update. I guess that's Director Squires?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
so
I think. Or,
Yeah, no, yep, fine.
sorry.
Perfect, yep.
below you can just see, this one's kind of for information purposes only. As a summary of development permits issued within the second quarter. I guess so far to date, we've had 27 new residential build applications. Not all are complete, but these are applications, and like I said, all the permits issued are, so.
it's good to see.
Okay, so I guess again we need a motion to follow, correct?
So moved.
Moved by Councillor Franny, second by Councillor Bedcock. So that's 27, up to the second quarter, which is the end of June, correct? All right, so
Good.
obviously with July and August and the fall, this number's gonna be significantly higher, I would say. We haven't seen those numbers in a while, it's good to hear, good to see. Okay, all those in favor? Motion carried. Number 2, bulk garbage property maintenance update and request for direction.
So this one here is just to provide council an update of the ongoing bulk garbage issue that we got, and some property maintenance and cleanup problems. So, in this, I guess it's too late to update the numbers as of 3:30, but so far we've got 12 properties that have been kind of an issue. And I think this morning I mentioned to Dave that we had 8 that were trying to comply, getting registered for their ERSD cards, trying to figure it out. And I actually received 3 calls after, so we're up to 11 now.
Good.
And there's one that we just haven't heard from, so that we'll follow through with normal action.
That card, is that one for the bulk drop off in Carbonera,
For
right?
everybody's, yeah.
And they won't take it unless you got the card?
They won't take it unless you.
Okay.
Because they did have the grace, that's over now, the grace period, is it?
Mhm.
That was over in January of 26.
Because I heard a lot of people was having trouble. They went through the process but still haven't got the card.
So
Did
I
one of you
guess-
guys say that there last
I
week?
never got mine first class, but anyway,
So I know a couple people have sent in their applications and they've got email back already that it's being processed. And there's a couple that have asked if they could get a temporary card while they're waiting for one in the mail, and I'm just waiting to hear a response and see what that response is. But besides the bulk, we've got 2 properties located at 26 Butlerville Road and 28 Butlerville Road. that remain outstanding despite many previous enforcement efforts and extensions and whatnot. So I guess I'm looking for, authorization to proceed forwarding these matters to legal court. We're proceeding.
So, just to be clear, in this report here, we're talking about two different things. There's people who had some bulk garbage out that missed the deadline.
Yep.
So they are in the process of getting their card so they can bring it to Harbour Grace, correct?
Yep.
And then the other part is the untidy properties which have received orders, clean up, but have not done so at this point.
Correct.
And so there's a recommendation here. I guess I'll do the recommendation and we'll ask for motion.
Sure.
And then we can discuss.
No, recommendation.
Be it so resolved that council receive this report for information, provide direction respecting the enforcement files for 26 Butlerville Road, 28 Butlerville Road, including the authorization to proceed with forwarding these matters to court for further enforcement action. Do we have a motion?
So,
Deputy Mayor Carey, second by Councillor Bowering. So now we'll throw it open to discussion, if there's any.
I drove by there recently and it's absolutely disgusting.
Getting
I can only echo that, and walking, you get to look a little bit further, walking in there 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
And the neighbors must be frustrated.
Yeah,
It's beyond brutal what it was previously.
yeah.
We've gave several attempts to, extend the period. We're still,
Yeah,
still in it,
Councillor Bowering.
I dealt with these same two properties and I've been retired 7 years.
But to echo Councillor Babcock, like, we worked with those occupants back in the spring,
One of
and they
them,
were
yeah.
looking for more time, and in the end, I don't think they intended to respond.
So, yeah, so now we have to take the next step, which is a court order, correct? Yeah. So before we vote on, two quick questions. I know there were many properties beside this one that were on your list in terms of untidy. So can you give us an idea where the other properties are? Not where they're located, but where they are in the process.
So there's another couple that are really escalated that haven't, complied at all, probably made it worse, same thing. So those will come up, when the process to it, you send them out the letter, ask them to clean it up, give them some time, then you order it, and then you send them your letter that you're receiving in court, and then we'll come back to council for some updates. So that letter to proceed to court is just a generic letter that goes out to notify the person that gives them absolute last chance, and that is it. That's when.
I asked because I was expecting to see a couple more properties here beside these two that I thought had letters long ago that should be to the point now where they're getting court orders.
There is, one was approved from the last meeting.
Yep.
That was in order,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also another one down on the end of a couple of my things that also has another order on there this evening for tomorrow morning, and then the rest we'll do a progress report, in the September meeting. But in the September meeting, I suspect you're probably gonna have minimum of 5 to 6 more that are gonna be going. And we've had, I'd say, 5 to 6 comply, and the others, some complied and moved it to the rear of their yard and behind their sheds, and
So,
that's still a problem, because you still got neighbors complaining then of it moved to a different location, and
it's,
it's still not cleaned up here, regardless.
they're not doing anything with it. You always saying lipstick on the pig is basically what they're doing, so. I guess the point we have to get across to residents is that, those handful out there, maybe 10, 12, the onus is on you to keep your property clean and tidy for respect for your neighbors. And if you're not gonna do that, then the town's got no choice but to take these actions. We don't wanna be doing it, but, at the end of the day, you're responsible to keep the property in a clean and tidy state, so.
I know of a jurisdiction where, not here in our own province, where if you build a fence, the back of that fence has to look like your side of the fence. And that's another degree. But I think here in the summertime, most people put such effort into their properties to make them presentable and look, and they want it. And then somebody can spoil that whole thing for the summer by not taking on some responsibility for the property. It's sad that we have to do this, but
It is sad. Okay, all those in favor of the motion? Motion carried. All right, 6.8.
So this one here is, we received a,
I'm gonna remove myself from this one. Get some more water right there.
Okay, we have to note that in the minutes, that, okay.
Conflict. Yeah,
yeah,
should know why too.
So, well, I'll just state it. All right, so Councillor Barron has removed himself from discussion because the application is coming from his employer. Okay, go ahead, Director.
so this one here, we received an application, from a business requiring approval for a car dealership. And this will be a used small equipment and automobile dealership to be located at 1 Bishop's Road. And below is some information. The zoning is classified as a discretionary use. And in accordance with that, it's required to be posted in the newspaper, advertised. So once that, I guess, comes back from the newspaper, that'll be also posted back in the next council meeting for further approval and review of any submissions received from public.
Okay, I'll do the motion. Be it resolved that council approve the discretionary use application submitted by Burzak Enterprises Limited to establish a small equipment and car dealership at 1 Bishop's Road for the purpose of proceeding to the required public advertising process. Following the completion of the advertising period and consideration of any representations received, the application will return to council for final motion. So do we have a motion for this?
So moved.
Councillor Franny, seconded by Councillor Pettin. Do we have any questions or comments? No.
And it's coming back to us anyway after the,
Yeah, we're following this to the T. It's discretionary, so it's got to be published and then it'll come back here after.
after publishing, yeah.
Okay, all those in favor? Motion carried, and Councillor Barron can return. Director Squires.
So this one here is the fire department activity report for July of 2026. And I'll pass that along to Councilor Pettit.
Thank you. Bay Roberts Fire Rescue continues to provide strong emergency response services to our region. In August, the department responded to 18 emergency calls, including 4 fire-related incidents, 8 motor vehicle accidents, and 6 medical assists, bringing the year-to-date total of 132 calls. The department currently has 34 active members and is actively recruiting. Training remains a priority with 4 training nights completed in August and 31 training nights held so far this year. Council would like to thank the members of the Bay Roberts Fire Rescue for their dedication, professionalism, and continued service to our community.
Okay, thank you. I guess we just need a motion to file, correct? Have a motion to file? Councillor Franny, second by Councillor Betcock. All those in favor?
Yeah, I was going to say there's just a small typo. That's July numbers, not August numbers.
July?
That's
Sorry.
actually July, yeah.
Okay.
You got it written there.
Christine will make that adjustment.
It's up top, he wrote it down as August, but it's actually July numbers.
Okay, Director Squires, yours again, I think? Yes.
Yeah, so this one here, back to, I guess, the whole cleanup again. This one here is on looking for council's approval to issue a cleanup order for property located at Civic number 30 Badcox Road. As we sent them a letter and no action has been taken, so now we are at the next step of issuing an order.
Okay, so the motion, be it so resolved that the town of Bear Arbors issue a cleanup order for Civic 30 Badcox Road. This order of council is made pursuant to the authority conferred by SNL 2023, T62, Division 4, Section 285, 1B, Towns and Local Service Districts Act, Section 5, 6, and 35, Occupancy Maintenance Regulations under the Urban and Planning Rural Act. Do we have a motion, please?
So moved.
Councillor Betcock, second by Councillor Franny. Do we need any discussion? I think we've already discussed this on our previous one, this whole topic in general. So, hearing nothing, all those in favor? Motion carried. Public Works, I'll turn this over to, I guess, Director Elms or Councillor, Councillor Elms, Director Elms, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Worship. So the first one is just our traffic calming update, and just letting you guys know that we're getting ready to start those 3 4-way stops and speed humps. Included some cost here for everybody. But the big thing I just wanted to get was council concurrence on the speed humps. And if everyone was okay with reducing it to 8. And if you look on my list there, the bolded ones, I know we had the discussion with the councillor. And he mentioned switching number 2 with number 1 and switching number 12 with number 11. So we're going from number 11 to 12, or 12 to 11. And if everybody was okay with that, and like I said, total cost in would be around 22,000. And like I said, we'll be finding that in our road maintenance materials account.
So the motion to council, I guess, I really can't make a motion, can I? No.
No, we just need I think a concurrence, concurrence to proceed with the list as outlined.
Okay.
Is fine.
Do we have a motion for that? Councillor Franny, second by Councillor Petton. Now is your chance to discuss the changes.
So we initially had 15 and we're bringing it down to 8. So I guess next year, top priority, if we do any more, it's going to be those, right?
Yeah, we can keep the exact same list and
Okay.
build on it if they work, if, you know, it gives you time too to
Yeah.
see if.
It's the first time we did it in this town, so it's the experiment for us. Right?
Yeah.
I'm very happy, especially on the speed hump end of it. I've been looking for this since 2024, so thank you to the rest of the council for, you know, working together to make this happen. I think our residents are going to be very pleased. We do take it serious. We wish we didn't have to do it. If people would just slow down, drive sensible, I think we'd be good. That said, when you see the speed humps go down, if you don't see one around where you're to, there's going to be more coming in the future. We're going to hope these work out well. And next year,
Explain the difference in humps and bumps.
yeah, so speed bump is really, a speed bump is more almost brings you to a complete stop. If you've, I know a couple of communities, Cupid, South River has more of a hump. You can travel over it much comfortably at your posted 40 kilometers an hour without affecting you too much. The faster you go, obviously, so it's less intrusive on traffic, but it does do a job of making you slow down, because if you do drive fast enough, you will get a jolt out of it. So, like I said, I'm very happy to see it. I think our residents are going to be happy to see it, and there's going to be more coming. We can't, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and the streets can't be done in a year. So anyway, we'll get her done, and we're glad to see it, and thanks everyone.
Anyone else want to speak to this issue?
I'll just add a little that we've all had calls. Speeding is a major concern in this town. And I've often said, I can't control how Councillor Petton or Councillor Franny or whoever is driving, but the town, we're doing our due diligence, we're trying our very best to slow down the public. And it is a major concern, so we're looking forward to hopefully getting a resolve. That's what I'm going to say.
Anyone else want to comment on it?
I would just echo, so I'll be brief. It was the number one thing I heard knocking on doors last September. Number one.
I will go further and say that the 9 years I've been here, the issue that I've heard the most is speed and what can the town do to slow people down. We're doing our due diligence. We've started speed bumps. We've changed our policy to get them out so we can put them in areas other than recreational and daycare facilities and schools. We've bought in 3 and 4-way stop signs, and we're going to see more of those coming in as well, which I think someone mentioned now, correct? All right. So yeah, we are addressing it for sure. And while that being said, we encourage everyone to slow and drive to posted speed limits. And just for clarification, as this was just mentioned, so we had a list of 15 that we're going to do 8 this year.
Correct.
And it's my understanding, what I just heard, is that the ones that don't get done this year are priority for next year.
Correct.
Thank you. Do we have a motion? Or did I already ask the motion?
Motion
I
should be
did.
done.
So, all those in favor? Motion carried. Director Elms, go ahead.
Okay, Your Worship. Next is just, we're looking for approval to the award the paving tender. As you know, council approved funding for $517,000. We tendered the paving program. We had two bidders. Parsons Paving at $764,000 and Concord Paving at $435,000. When we put out the tender, our estimated budget was $414,000, HST included. That was for motion 26301. Concord's bidding, though it's the lowest, still exceeded our estimated budget by $20,000. So that being said, we've already done, as you know, our patching program and have that bill, and we have additional probably $16,000 left to do. So that leaves us with a little shortfall of about $34,000, and we need council now to decide if we're going to proceed with the entire project or reduce the scope of the work by eliminating one or more of the sections of the paving sections. And as you can see there, I got the sections highlighted.
So you want me, I can take
Yeah,
for the
now-
recommendations.
Yeah, now, CEO will take over.
Okay, so with those recommendations, and again, apologies to council, but certainly want to commend council for this year allotting $517,000 and making roads and priority and pavements, speed bumps priority, as well as 3 and 4-way stops that we mentioned earlier. So as the director mentioned,